Hello everyone, at a live stream. Um, More of the same as usual, puzzles. If anyone wants a game, that's possible as well. Um, Probably have to be rapid, unless it's unrated, because I'm trying to improve my rapid rating right now. And yeah, that's what I'm focused on really, just continuing with the puzzles. Um, yeah, it's all good. Having a lot of fun. So, let's make sure the stream's okay, to be functioning correctly. So yeah, let's jump into some puzzles to start, I guess. So, um, hovering around 2700 at the moment. I'm currently on 5 in a row, so would like to keep that streak going. So, it's kind of an interesting position. Hmm, have a check here, but the rook can take that. This move appeals, seems like a sort of thematic move, but I'm not sure what that really achieves. Like, what are we doing here? So this is a little bit of a tricky one. Like, I'm not seeing how to win this. There's no obvious tactic that I can see. There must be one, obviously. That's what puzzles are all about. So I was sort of thinking, if this rook wasn't here, this would be checkmate. But how do we get rid of that rook? Like, we could play this. But the rook has multiple options to stay on this file. And if it goes here, for example, our pawn's then hit. Um, hmm. However, maybe then we can play this. And the king, I think, has to go here. Then what? We can throw in the check then. And the king probably backing off to one of these squares. And then the rooks are looking at each other. And I can't see how trading rooks can be good. So we are 2 pawns up. So maybe if we trade off the rooks, it's okay. And we can somehow, like, this is a passed pawn. Maybe we can somehow push this pawn. But that seems, I'm not sure. what else can we do? So this first, let's say the rook takes. Not sure which pawn's best to take with. Let's say this one. Then it's black to move. They probably want to get this bishop rolling. And yeah, I just don't see how that's good for us. So another idea is if we push this pawn here and this pawn here, that covers all of these squares on this rank, but this square is not covered. So the rook always has the option of going there. And I don't see how we do anything about that. You know, so the idea of the mate, we need to get rid of the rook off this rank. But we can't actually cover that square with a pawn. Unless we can. Okay. So, let's say this first. Let's say the rook goes here. We check. But then the king's escaping. Oh. No, hang on a sec. The rook can't go there because that would be checkmate. Okay. So the rook has to go here. Then we could play this. The rook has to go here. Okay. Back up again. Here, rook here. We could check here, and the king has to go to this square. Then if we push this pawn, the rook takes here. Then we can do this check, but then the king's escaping. Really not sure. Don't see how that works. It's close. So we could defend this pawn first, I guess. But, you know, the king escaping is an issue. But yeah, this one's got me stumped completely. It's over 9 minutes now, and I'm still not sure about this one. Oh, if we check here now, king goes here. This is fork. Okay, this is probably simpler than... Okay, let's go for this. Okay, that isn't it. What the hell? Why doesn't that work? Oh, I analysed that before. The rook can take. That's the first thing I looked at. Okay, but... Right, so this is the right idea. There's obviously an issue with the rook going here. I'm not really seeing, but we'll analyse that after. So now, this potentially works again. Right, okay. That's a 25-95 puzzle. Shouldn't be getting that wrong. So, what's wrong with rook here? So then we go h4. Why can't the rook just go here? Ah, because that's mate. Okay, right, I get it. So, can I not take this? But then this works again. Okay. So I think I was confusing myself there and potentially miscalculating a little bit, but that's fine. Getting warmed up. So lost a fair bit of points there and a lot of time as well, unfortunately, but that's the way it goes. So we're in an end game. We have an extra pawn. And in fact this pawn is very close to promoting, but white has this threat. Which is a little bit unpleasant, because we have to go here, and then the pawn is defended. We have a check, which actually maybe not great for us, because this is now a checkmate threat. Another tricky one. So I'm struggling to see what the idea is here. Like, is it push the pawn? Is it try and... I don't think we can checkmate the king where it is. The king would have to be on the side of the board to checkmate with these pieces. So I don't think it's that. I'm not really seeing any tactics against these pieces either. This check hangs the knight. King here, there's no fork with the knight or anything. So another move is we could potentially take this pawn. straight away, which covers the mating, the promotion square. But you know, what are we doing about this with the mate threat? I mean, even let's say it takes this immediately. King has to go here. There's a check here. That could be a perpetual check. At the very least. So we have to go back here. And then they can just check us again, like this. And that's perpetual. So that can't be right. So this isn't right. We can't allow this somehow. So what about this first? Then they have this check. Then we come back. Then they come back. That's repeating. Or we could take this pawn. They can force us here or here. Wow, this is tough. I'm sure there's something simple I'm missing. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the move somehow. So, check. I mean, they don't even have to do that check. They could... they could bring the king in. Threatening checkmate. So promoting just fails to checkmate. But maybe we can check and force them away again. Or they can take this pawn. No, they can't. They have to go here or here. So this is no longer checkmate. But they always have, if we ever promote, they can always win that queen with this move unless we move our king this way. But then they have this, and oh, but we could block with the knight maybe somehow, but not with the knight here. Interesting. We're at knight here. Challenge this knight. I can do this. Then we go here. But then they can take the knight and win the pawn. Okay. I'm just going to go for this pawn push. Okay. So now mate is threatened. So So I think we have to check. I think this is the only move. Okay, the puzzle ends there. That's kind of interesting. So king has to move, and then take that. They check. We run this way. Oh, are we running like this? I guess we are. The king can't block us because this pawn is covering. That's very interesting. So now the best for them is just to take. Okay. Didn't quite appreciate some of that. That our king has this escape route. It's kind of cool. Yeah, and interestingly, king here blocks this. So what if they go this way? Rook a2, wow. That's a massive deflection move. And now if they check, g4. I was sort of wondering how the king gets out of check. Yeah, so how do you get out of this? That's threefold repetition. I'm not sure about this, guys. Like, how do we get out of that repetition? Stockfish is not suggesting anything else. Well, I guess the second best move it's saying is here. Are we running here? What happens if we run here? Oh, we can actually block like this. Okay. And then we queen. Yeah. Okay. That's fair enough. Again, I would say fairly complex puzzle. Like making sure that black couldn't draw. It took a while with Stockfish there. And it's a 21-21 puzzle. Anyway, we got it right. That's the main thing. So, we just lost our queen. Is that right? Uh-huh. So I'm assuming we have a mate. We obviously have this check. Then we have this check. And the king has two squares. Sorry, one square. That's this square. And then, what's the idea? mean, that's got to be it, right? Don't really see any other move. Guess we're winning the queen back. So material... Yeah. So, in theory, we can do this, and we'll be in a much better position at the end of it all, because of this king position. Like, even if material ends up equal. Is there a way to mate? It's not mate. Who cares? Okay. Cool. So we're almost back where we started. So we're up in an exchange, and white's up 2 pawns. Very strange position. So it just moves the queen to defend this knight and create a pin of sorts or a discovery. So for example, this would win our queen on the next move. But their king's pretty exposed as well. We have this check, which can be blocked like this. We have this. And that's kind of a double attack, because we're checking the black king, but we're also unleashing the queen against this knight, so potentially winning the knight. Like, I don't think there's a checkmate I can see, so I'm going to go for this. And then we need to check to see if there's a checkmate, but maybe we just take the knight. Ooh. So we can check here. I don't think there's any blocking that because we just take. So the king has a few different options. Oh, we need to be careful. So queen here, this is a double check, and it stops our check. That's kind of cool. But it probably means that that doesn't work for us. So I think Yeah. I think we probably have to take the knight. Okay. 2636 puzzle. Over 2700. Quite like that one. So black to move. We're down a couple of pawns. Our rook is hanging. So what's wrong with this move? Is that not just completely crushing? Like, we don't have mate straight away because the queen is covering this. So the king goes here. What is the idea? I mean, we can force the king back here. But then what? I kind of want to play this move. But we'd have to defend that bishop somehow. So queen here, 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 not there. So that doesn't create any threats and blocks the bishop anyway. So the queen here creates a threat of sorts, and maybe threatens this. But you know, queen here, we can get checked. Get checked again. Not seeing the solution to this one. So yeah, don't know why I'm getting such tricky puzzles today. What I'd like to be able to do is, like for example, this move threatens a fork, but it's just simply countered by this. Um, oh, but then you can threaten mate by playing this after that. But then checks come in. Can we push this? You can check back here. Here? No, check again, and then the rook's falling. Can we run this way? I don't know, guys. It's very tricky. So even if we play this first, there's this check, which picks up the bishop anyway. So I don't think that works. Okay, I'm going to play the most obvious move, which is this. It could be wrong. Okay. So now we just need to figure out how this works. Like, am I being really dumb here? There's some simple tactic I'm completely missing. Must be. I don't know what it is. Again, this runs into this check. And we move the king, and then they take, and they're covering the checkmating square again. And we're down a bishop now. Oh, I see an interesting move. It doesn't work though. So I was thinking, if here and the rook takes, then this is just mate. But the queen can take. Okay. That's kind of interesting though. So maybe this does work. I mean, they can in theory just trade. Like, you know, let's say check. And where's the king even going? And it has to go here. Then do they not just have perpetual check anyway? No, because the king could start running out into the middle of the board. Is that the idea? That seems mental. So we have this check. We can move the queen to one of these squares if we want, in case that improves things somehow. The king has to go here. Oh, I see it. So this is really bad for me. So this works. Because the king has to go here, and then we have this. I just missed that. Wow. Okay. Not entirely on form right now, it appears, but I'm getting them right. That's the main thing. That was the initial line that I looked at, and you know, if I was in my blitz mode, I would have just played it within a minute or so. But I'm trying to take my time again. It's good to mix it up sometimes, I guess. So white to move. Hmm. How do we make this work? Okay, so one thing I'm noticing about this is if we play this move, the knight's sort of trapped. But the queen can take right now, but we could take this first, force the queen here, then play this. But we do have to worry about the queen coming back in with check. Sorry, it would have to come in. It can't, because the bishop covers. Okay, I'm gonna go for that. Okay. So that apparently doesn't work. We play that first. No. Okay. I mean, do we just take this pawn? No. Hmm. Yeah, of course it didn't work. Just trying to think if there's a way to distract the queen from the defense. I'm not sure how. What about this? Nope. So I just don't see what the idea is here. And we just double up like this. Oh, sneaky. Okay. Yeah, it's a very unintuitive move to play. What's wrong with my idea? So I was saying trade first. That's just a draw. Yeah. So the queen takes, and then we do this. We win the knight, but they win the bishop back with a tactic. Okay. Yeah, I looked at well, I looked at this when the bishop was here. So I should have looked at this position, I guess, but there's so many knight moves. Like, this knight can go to so many squares, you'd have to look at each one. And then figure out the follow-up checks, and yeah, that's kind of tricky. But okay. Hello there. How's it going? So this one looks like full material for both sides. White's down a couple of pawns. Quite complex. So there's all sorts of standard things potentially going on here, like this. Maybe we can take knight, although that seems to run into a fork. So we can hit the queen. And where does the queen want to go? It's got a lot of squares to go to, so this is kind of tricky. But it probably has to defend this bishop. So I could go there technically as well. But then, let's say we just take the bishop no matter what. Queen takes back. So the queen's here. Now we have a pin of sorts. And if we could move this knight and then play this. Seems optimistic. So is there something else? In fact, if we do this first, queen moves somewhere. The queen could attack the knight though. But we sort of have a double attack, potentially, if we played this. Again, the sort of pin idea. Not sure about that. Don't think that works. Oops, didn't mean to do that. That was a mouse slip. Damn. So I was about to say, I think this is the best candidate. It's unfortunate, I dropped about 16 points there. We can try that. Yeah. So that's kind of an interesting queen move. I guess if they came forward, we could always hit them again like this. Could they not have gone here? Anyway, so now there's a couple of options. We can take and then play this. Or we can play this straight away. I would say probably taking first. Yeah, okay, so we got that one, but unfortunately I mouse slipped and didn't get it. It's a bit unfortunate, but these things happen. Okay. Gotta be some sort of tactic happening over here. Hello there, Garv. Nice to see you. Not really seeing a tactic here for the king. Although maybe we threaten mate. Maybe that's something. This is my puzzle rating, yeah. I mean, this isn't really... a real threat, is it? How can I defend that? If they play this, we just take it. Resume the threat and hit the rook. But then they do have a check. And I think we're safe here. So, I don't know. That seems one candidate. And the queen also has to keep defending the bishop. I'm going to try that, guys. I don't know. Okay. So that just wins material. Okay. So that was a 23-14 puzzle. I don't know, they seem tough tonight for some reason. So we've just been forked. So other than that, material's equal. White has an extra pawn. Our queen sort of harassing the white king slightly. You know, this idea. If we move the bishop as well, there's a potential discovery, but then the knight can just take. But then we can play here. and we're hitting the rook and the queen. That's just sort of trading material, I think. Unless we can sort of combine that with, you know, getting the bishop here. This sort of idea. Not seen any other candidate moves. So this is appealing, sort of, or this. If we play this first, no, they can't defend this pawn. But they could take this rook. Then we come in, king goes here. They're then threatening to take the knight. Sorry, the knight's not there anymore. So I don't know. Does that then work after that? So I think it's between those two moves. They seem kind of similar, except in this version, this rook gets taken. And we can no longer play this move at some point. If we play this first, here, white has to deal with that. So they have to move the queen. Don't know, probably queen here to protect the rook. Yeah, they also have to cover this square because the rook otherwise could come in. So they're forced there. Oh, okay. Hang on a sec. This first. So this is quite a big threat actually, because if they run this way, we just have this, which is mate. So I think I'm getting a bit distracted by this idea. Maybe we should just do this. Okay. Is this the right idea then? Yeah. So they've come back here, offering a trade, that makes sense. So now we just win a rook. So this just loses. Oh, the rook can sack. Okay. Didn't really consider that. That makes sense. That gets out of this threat as well. And they're winning the exchange back anyway. So yeah, and now this no longer works because of knight takes. Yeah, it's absolutely bad. So I'm thinking, what if knight takes here? Yeah, the rook takes, and then best is to take. It's only -3, like, but it's winning. I was thinking this. That's really bad. Yeah, I guess. So white's up an exchange right now. They take here. Well, they just sacrifice the queen. So how's that? How's this any good for them? What? -3.5, really? Down a queen. Versus keeping the queen. But are we getting mated or something? Is white getting mated? So apparently we can't take this. Yeah, because that's mate, obviously. Yeah, okay. So that's just a free rook. Okay. Still kind of surprised that this is worse than giving up the queen. Okay, let's move on. So, new puzzle. Black to move. Looks like materials equal. We're about to get checkmated. So, this has got to be a forcing line. Or maybe we can take the rook. Queen comes in here. I'm not sure about that. Like, obviously we want to back rank white somehow. It feels like taking this might be the idea. Or we could take the knight. I mean, maybe we're just winning material somehow with one of these moves. So the queen's a nice defender as well right now, but down this way. So I guess this might be an option as well. So quite a few options. That hits the queen. But we come in here. Can't we just block? Okay. So rook here. guess, so in either of these cases we have to look at also knight takes. So knight can take with check, which could be bad. We take back this way, check, block. That can't be done. I'm not sure about this. This knight's also hanging, worth noting that. It's attacked by the pawn. So I don't really see a problem with this. This one's a bit more uncertain. We're running the king here. That's getting a bit hairy. So yeah, I'm leaning towards this one, I think. Okay, that wasn't concrete, so I've gambled a little bit there, but I think now, potentially we just block with the queen. Yeah, because otherwise we're getting mated, I think. So yeah, we have to block. I believe we can take this. Okay. Wow, that's only a 2200 puzzle. These are tricky tonight. Or I'm not on form tonight, I don't know. Quite possible that is okay. So white to move, endgame. I mean, this is very tempting. I'm guessing there's a reason we don't want to do that. Well, yeah, the bishop's covering it, in fact. So we need to somehow cover this square, or this is a fork, but the king can't do that. The knight is pinned to the king. We have this check. We can also just play this, threatening this. So what's the realistic difference between this and then, or checking first and then moving the rook here? It's the same overall effect is that we're going to play this, but checking the king first, you know, removing the king somewhere. Is that what we want to do? Can't go there, so it probably has to go here. I guess then we promote with check. Is that the idea? Does it even matter? I mean, surely this is just winning. What? How does black do anything about that? I mean, I guess they can double attack our knight. But then we promote. So they have a check. Oh, okay. I think the king has to go here. Yeah, maybe they have perpetual check. No, so they check again, and then we can sack the queen. And if we do it this way, this removes the square from the king potentially. So here, here. Ah, but the bishop can't play there now. But it can play here, but that doesn't cover the promotion square. Hmm. Oh, we need to be careful as well. We could fall into... Does this work? Yeah, that loses. Okay, it has to be this. What? Oh, God. So I thought this looks like it was losing with this idea. Maybe we don't have to take it. I think we do though. So yeah, I guess we just go here now. No. Oh, now we've got a fork. Well, I don't know why they walked into that. We can't do that. So what's the idea now? What was the point of that? Gonna go for a hint. So it's a rook move. Check it. No. I don't know. Anyone got any ideas? Like, I don't get it. Just randomly trying. Really? So we block the bishop, threatening to promote, which forces the bishop to take. We take, and then there's no way to stop this. Right. Okay. I kind of get that. But I thought after this, black had... they have to move the king first. Yeah. Yeah, they don't have time. And now this doesn't work because we just take it. Yeah, and then if they take, they can't catch the pawn. Okay, I get it. Let's do one more. I feel like I'm on a bit of a downswing now. I don't want to lose too many points. Starting to feel a bit tired. Maybe that's the problem. I do notice a big difference. Like if you're feeling tired playing puzzles, it's a lot more difficult. You're not thinking as clearly. That's sharp. So, hmm. I mean, is this not just close to mate? So the queen has to take. And then we can check. They win the bishop, but then we win the rook. Okay. Black to move. What a chaotic position. What is going on? Like, so many pieces hanging, pieces pinned. Oh my god. So we have a queen and 3 minors. White has a queen, 3 minors, and 2 rooks. So, you know, sort of this idea of just exchanging the queens is not good for us, I don't think. So I think potentially we have to checkmate. We have this check. In fact, it's just mate in 1, isn't it? Wow, okay. So this is a double check and wins material. But what's the material currently? We're down 2 pieces, so that might not be right. This is also a double check. So both of these moves come with the possibility of queen here after. So, you know, if the king went back this way, that'd be checkmate. So the king has to run here. And then if the knight's here, this is checkmate. So I think this is the right idea. If we could end on 5 in a row, that'd be nice. So we're up material, but we're kind of some danger of some sort of mating net here. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. So we have to do something about that. like forcing the king this way is kind of, do we want to do that? Isn't that just helping white? And this is mate in 1. But maybe we come just bring the rook back after. Then the bishop comes here. I'm sort of thinking we sack this rook and then do that. And that should be winning. Okay, apparently not. So that works apparently. This is the only move. I was sort of expecting bishop here first, but okay. That's just okay. That's the best move, yeah. This is okay as well, apparently. We're just safe in the corner. Like there's no way for white to attack us. And then we just, you know, push the pawns or whatever. Yeah. Okay. So my idea of taking the bishop is a draw now. Ah, that's a fork. So they have the option, that gives them the option of taking either way, I guess. And now we have to do this move. And yeah, they have perpetual check, I guess, at the very least. Like, yeah. The king can never get out of this. So I should have been able to see that. But I thought they would take this way. And that is a win for us. And yeah, that's what I saw. Okay. So I did not consider this kind of intermezzo move. Which makes it a draw. Don't know if I pronounced that word right, but you guys know what I mean. Okay. Trying to hold on to my rating. Okay, so this is a strange position. We have a number of checks. Well, we have this, or this. Those are 3 candidate moves. What's the idea here? Do we just try and so we can sort of force if we check with one of these moves, the king only has 1 square. In fact, it doesn't even have that square. Is this just checkmate? Hang on, what's the difference? Yeah, so this one covers this square as well. So I think, wow, should have seen that a bit faster. So we have this check. King has to go here. We can also promote first. Queen takes, then play that, which wins the queen, which seems better. Really? And how did he get out of that? Wow. Ah, okay. Yeah, they just sack the queen, of course. Yeah. And then they're up material in the end. Yeah. Okay. Should have paid it. Should have spent a bit more time on that one. That's my bad. Okay, I'm gonna make this last puzzle, I think. What is going on here? So, all these squares are covered. So if we can check. So like, king here, bishop here is mate. And I don't think it can be stopped. Yeah. Alright, let's do one more. So we have this traditional check. Let's say the pawn blocks. We also have a discovery. Check. So we can potentially get fairly quickly. Like something has to block this, I think. Yeah, I think probably moving the king here most likely isn't right. So they can block with one of these two pieces, and then there's three defenders. we can get 3 attackers with these 2 moves. Can we get a 4th? Or can we maneuver the knight like this? Yeah, I'm leaning towards this one. Wow. Okay. Ah, this is just a fork. Okay, did not see that. So we just take the material. Okay, guess so. Just missed that one. So not been the best session today, guys. Apologies. Yeah, I can just feel myself that I'm not on form. To stop playing at this point. So we've got a triple barrel going on here. So is this possible? Rook takes. I don't think so. Check. Check. King sort of hides up here somewhere. Maybe this is a move. Threaten this. Gonna try that. Wow, okay. So is it this? It is. Didn't see this working. Okay, what am I missing here? Now this? No? Oh, I missed this. Yeah, so we bring the bishop in the other way. Yeah, okay. Now this is probably just checkmate or something. Yeah. Like this wins. Is there a checkmate? Not actually seeing it. Yeah, but this wins, I think. Yeah. Okay, gonna call it there. Yeah, not the best session, but it is what it is. If you watched the stream, thank you for that, and see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.